Hey Bob, I'm not sure if anybody's going to be coming to this because they did the SIG at the Koha conference, which was last week. So maybe this got
Same.
maybe this got postponed.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks, Brendan. I appreciate that. I'll continue to lurk for a while because writing I'm writing a SQL query anyway, and just you know, this is just in the background, but I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured I would join and see if anybody's gonna come. But then I was thinking that they did we had the Koha-US conference
Yeah,
in
it was too
Providence.
yeah, I meant to join some of that, but I was too busy last week to do so. Did you go in person?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, that's right. It's in your area, isn't it?
Yeah, I drove up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, thanks for the heads up. I was kind of wondering.
Let me see if I can check if anybody's coming, maybe. Um, um, I guess we could just talk. I have something I was working on, and I thought that I had finished like the easy part, and now I'm thinking like the second part's going to be harder. I was hoping that I could pick somebody's brain up today to help me figure it out.
What is it? I mean, not that I probably wouldn't be able to help you with it, but
I can, let me share my screen and then I can show you what I'm doing. All right. Can you see my screen now?
yeah, yeah, I can.
Yeah, pretty tiny.
It's tiny. Uh, I
Let me
can
see if
I can
I can
zoom.
move the participants over to the side or something.
Um, so I've been working on this thing for merging patrons, and I thought that the front end was going to be hard because it's going to be like all interactive with JavaScript basically to get it to work. So in Koha, if you select two or more patrons, you can merge the patrons. And then you get this form here um, where you could select one of the patrons and then merge them together. And it also had this compare patron like diff thing that you could check before you merge them. But there's a bug for um, when you merge patrons, is it possible to select like some fields from the record that you're deleting and copy them to the record you're saving. So I did this, I added this checkbox. You click on the checkbox, you get like the diff view here, and then you can click on like values that you want to save, and it basically swaps them here. But these checkboxes all have the values for that Koha will need. Like when you click this button, it's going to post this is all the form. So I basically did the whole front end. You can click these and it changes it back. Um, and now I just need to do like the back end, I guess, where I'm wondering, um, I was looking, so I'll show some of the code of Koha. So um, all of that is accomplished like in this template, basically. I added a little bit of markup changes, um, and then I added a little bit to this JavaScript that already existed, and then I wrote this one function down here that handles like all the logic of clicking those boxes and updating the columns and all that stuff. So currently right now, if you let me see. Oops. Do that. Yeah, there we go. So like if you do a merge, um, and then you look at this, I think it's bigger. Um, it sends the record that you want to keep, both of the IDs of the two records that you're merging, and then what I added to the form is like this field to let you know that you're going to be copying some values, and then whatever boxes that you click, it sends those values over. So like I clicked category code. So now on the back end, um, on this file, merge patrons. It's not that complicated, I guess. It's not that like long and drawn out, but I'm wondering like Koha, when you like save a patron record, there's some checks that it does and things like that. For when you enter in a new patron record. And I'm wondering if I need to do all those checks in the same way, or is it good enough just to say those were already fields from a record, so can I just copy them into this other record? Um, that's kind of what I was wondering about. Because in theory, the changes that need to be made now to take that form data and update the record is pretty small, I think.
If you'd like the opinion of a non-Koha user, I would say that you do need to perform the checks because what might have been acceptable in the past in a patron record may not be acceptable or adequate now.
Yeah. So so this is the file, like when you create a patron record, it's like all this stuff. There's a lot of stuff here. And it calls a bunch of things to like make sure that some of it I have to read through more, but like making sure, I guess, that some system preferences that you might have are going to be honored. Um, so that's where I'm at with this thing that I was working on. Because in theory, you get the form submitted here. So I was gonna say like, here's where you're getting this operator cud merge. So when you click the merge button, it's saying cud merge, here's this is the keeper is the ID of the borrower who you want to keep. And then it just sends it to it gets the Koha patron object, and then it does this merge with, it sends both of the IDs. Um, and that is in here somewhere. It's on this one. So this is the actual sub that does the merge. Um, it takes the two IDs and yeah. So my basic idea is like the merge function doesn't have to necessarily get changed. right? We can just, before the merge happens, update the fields that you want to copy in the record that we want to keep. Unless it should happen maybe inside this merge sub function.
So the pre-existing code that performs a patron merge,
Yeah.
like what is your enhancement? The front end?
Yeah, well, my enhancement is if you when you do a merge, right now you can't select any of the fields to keep from the record you're deleting. So I
Yeah, thanks.
added that part. Let me see, just clicked. So the part that I added is this checkbox here. And when you click that, it loads this up here and gives you the option to send those values to the back end. So I sort of like finished the front end part of it, the interface for, I mean, I'd be happy to hear like if you guys have any thoughts about this user interface too. Um,
I like it.
so it's like pretty clear like what you're doing. This is the record that you're going to keep, but then you can click this box and it copies the field from the record you're going to delete, and shows you that it's going to be kept over here. And then when you actually click merge, it's sending all the data that it needs. It's getting sent as part of the post, but I just have to sort of figure out what's the proper way to handle that on the back end. Maybe I'll just um, like post my patch as it is to Bugzilla and then ask people for feedback.
Yeah, I like it. It's definitely cool. I liked how it looked and stuff. I can't really help you with any of the specifics. It's beyond me, but it's cool to see what you're doing.
Cool, thank you. It's I thought like when I was thinking about this enhancement, I was like the front end, like designing the interface is going to be harder than the actual rest of it because the rest of it is just say, hey, take these fields that are sent as parameters and update them in the record that we want to keep. It seems pretty basic. And I think I could do it, but I'm not sure if there's like if one way is more proper. Like to do it in this, I know that if you change any of these subs, then you have to write unit tests to accompany those changes. I think it may be possible to just do it all in this right here. By just setting, basically, you get the keeper here. I would say like, I would do something like, um, I guess I have to know when to do it properly because you don't want to do that if the keeper is invalid, you don't want to copy the fields yet, I would guess. So you have to make sure that that this part's gonna work. Um, yeah. So maybe it would be best to send the parameters to this merge with function and then do the actual changes in there in this sub here. Anyways, I can stop sharing my screen now.
Thanks, Brendan.
So, I guess nobody's gonna show up, so I might just take off.
Yeah, me
Before
too.
well, before you do, can you guys offer any suggestions or anything for spinning up Koha on an isolated sandbox server that would be just sort of to preview it, like independent of contracting with Bywater yet, while my library is still thinking about its next move in terms of a new ILS.
Is it
Have you
just
guys,
for
done that?
is it
You
just
probably
for
do.
you to
Uh,
test things out, or do you want to be able to like share it with other people?
oh yeah, no, I want some people, the server will sit inside our library firewall, um, so security wise, uh, people just need to connect to the um just need to connect to the web server where it's running, which I'm still waiting for IT to deliver the VM to me. But yeah,
Yeah, I guess you would want to just go to the Koha wiki probably. Oh,
yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, so this is more like um um I don't know. Are there certain things that aren't totally clear when you're installing the system, like, oh yeah, like like you should, I don't know, you should make sure that MySQL is up and running first or something before even loading Koha or whatever.
yeah, I wanted to check. I know I haven't actually like ran through it, but if you want to install it like from scratch basically,
Yeah.
then um I think you want trying to find the page on the wiki that goes through it. Do you want to use Ubuntu or Debian?
Using Debian and Apache.
Yeah. Okay, then I'll copy this into the chat.
Does anybody run it with Nginx?
I don't know. I think mostly people use Debian. But on the Koha wiki, it's mostly documented for Debian or Ubuntu.
Okay. Yeah, I was asking about the web server though.
Oh,
Is I
Apache.
know, sorry.
I think it's a Apache. I'm not sure if there's other ways of doing it.
Okay. I know that's what Bywater uses,
Yeah.
is Apache. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so that's that. There's also sandboxes that you could set up. Like, but then they expire after like 48 hours or something. But
You're
the
saying
sand
it's hosted by somebody else?
Yeah, like so most of the support companies they offer sandboxes because you can use them to test bugs and stuff like that. Um, you could spin up a sandbox pretty quickly. Let me find the page for that. If you just want to like quickly show somebody, that's probably a pretty decent way to do it. And
Well,
then
no.
also,
Yeah, no, because like I'd be, loading
real files.
our our branches and items and bibs and so
Yeah,
forth in it.
so sandbox probably isn't the best thing to do. Um, you could use just Koha testing Docker, and then if you have some way, like if you run Koha testing Docker and you are running that, like I just showed you, it's like running on localhost. Then if you have some way of sharing that with whatever your local network is, that might be a way you could do it too.
Interesting, doctor.
I think that would probably be like a little bit easier than installing the whole thing, but let's put that in the chat too. So this is what I was using. It's like more like a development environment than like really um like what you're gonna want to use to test with or something, but you could run that, and then if you can share your local host on your local network, then people could access it. I think you could share it somewhere. And I think there's ways also to set it up so that it's got a persistent database so that like when you put it up and down, it can keep the same database. But by default, it like gives you a clean database with some testing data in it.
Yeah, I mean, this would be a long-term
Yeah,
project. Like, so I think the container and the sandboxes are probably not necessary, at least, whatever. Anyway, I can, I'll have this server to use from basically forever once I get it. So, or until, or at least as long as I need it until we decide what we're going to do for an ILS. So, I think I'll probably just go with the first link you gave me. But thanks for all three of them. Appreciate it.
yeah, yeah, no problem. All right, I'm gonna take off, but thanks for talking with you guys.
Yeah, thanks for showing us what you're working on. Have
Thanks,
a good one.
Brendan. Bye, Adam.
Have a good
Bye bye.
one.